Hello everyone, welcome to the Pickleball Pirate. It is me, Keith Valentine. I am the Pickleball Pirate and I am back in action. I have been out with coronavirus the last 2.5 weeks, so I haven't been to the gym or out to play pickleball or even frankly out of my house in the last 2.5 weeks. So I'm out here gonna play today. It's gonna be horrible. I'm weak as a kitten, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So a lot of people have asked why I started this channel. Well, I started this channel originally just to get better. One of the best ways to get better at pickleball is to watch your play and analyze it and get better. A lot of people can't do this, but I chose to just watch myself horribly. And what I wanted to do about 2 years ago is I wanted to get better. I had risen up the ranks to about a 4.0 here, and I hit the ball hard. I hit the ball hard really well. I was a smasher and a banger, but I didn't know how to play the game of pickleball. So what I decided is I wanted to get better because I wanted to play in the US Open. So what I committed to was learning the game of pickleball. So I committed to practicing 2 times as much as I played. So I started a group, and 6:30 every morning we would be out here at the pickleball courts, and I decided to learn how to play. Now, I didn't know how to hit third shot. I didn't know how to dink. So I started with the basics. So what I committed to was hitting 3,000 dinks and 1,000 third shots a month. And I did that for 8 months in preparation of playing in the 5.0 US Open. And that's here on the channel. I'm gonna have Joey pull it back up and commentate it. It's from a while back. I'm a lot better player now than I was then, but I committed to getting better on my road to 5.0. So I'm gonna be posting some videos and showing you the practice routine that I've been going through in my road to 5.0 and attaining that and getting better. And if you want to get better, you know, one of the few ways to get better is practice, but then the other way to get better is to quit playing down. Play up. Play up at people that you are not as good at, that you are the weakest link on the court. Find 3 other players that are better than you, and you get on a court with them so you can be the weakest link, so you can learn the gaps in your game. I'm tired of seeing people play down. They're like, oh, I've been at 3.0 and I'm winning at 3.0. Hey, play 3.5, play 4.0, play 4.5. Get to levels that are better than you so you can get better. But anyway, hey folks, look forward to showing you the practice routine I'm going to, and I'm going to be posting the games today as ugly as they will be. See you on the channel.
Well, everyone, this is the Pickleball Pirate. I am going to be taking a shot at this commentating thing. Joey has been doing a fantastic job for us and doing great work. He's fun to listen to, and he told me to get off my can and help. So if I suck, we're just going to go ahead and blame him. So today we have me, the Pickleball Pirate, in the white. We got Big Country Dylan Berge. I call him Big Country because he's about 6'5", and with his wingspan, he's about 7 foot tall. And he plays with an Engage MX paddle, so he plays with an extended paddle, and he's got long arms. So he holds the line and determines the law at the net pretty successfully. And we got across from us, we have Dave, the self-proclaimed Badger. He's about to serve. And we've got Mark Johnston, a.k.a. Old Fella. He's the only 50-plus we got in the group, and he makes us look silly sometimes, I tell you what. But love these guys, love playing with these guys. We're getting some dink battle going on. It's 1-0, and let's see what we got going on here. And, you know, when you're doing dink battles, you always want to have a plan. You always want to move people around. You want to do something with the ball, not just dead dink it back. Got a little interference going on here. 0-1, we're serving.
Yes, ma'am. 0-1.
Nice return to the middle. Oh, and we got our first body bag. You know what? Dave is about as agile as a baby elephant. He gets body bagged more than anybody else in our group.
Slow, I don't have to hit it
but you know what? It's always fun to hit Dave. Dylan takes full advantage of his reach there. He's really hard to get the ball past on third shot because he's just got that incredible reach. Now, dink battling, me and Dave, we like to talk trash, and we like to do some dink battling, and we had some trash talking the other day. I'm going to have to read you some of these. I know Joey did, but I'm just going to read you some of these real quick because it's a lot more fun when I can talk smack on Dave, and he really can't talk back because I'm the one doing the recording. Let's see what we got here. And see, that was an easy shot. I shouldn't have missed that. I stepped back. You always want to keep the ball in front of you, but I stepped back and then didn't finish the shot and get it over the net. It was a simple, simple shot, and I missed it. See how I moved Dave way wide, and then Dylan took out the trash there. So anyway, Dave told me that I was a legend in my own mind because I was talking trash to him about dinking. So Joey was talking about him being a better dinker because I've been laid off for 2.5 weeks, and I said, easy killer, I watch your videos, I still own both of you, I live in the kitchen. Dave said, Keith, I think you're a legend in your own mind. Joey, quote me on that. Joey says, will do. And I said, watch the film, big dog. I speak in facts, not emotion. I'm the Badger Killer, Dink Master, Mr. Soft Hands. Dave said, Joey, please remember this conversation when you commentate. The Badger and the Dink Master's next game. I'm going to bury this debate. I said, I've been studying film, not sitting idle, homeboy. I'm ready for the rodent. Dave said, I'm going to send the pirate to an early grave, and I said, I hate rugby, because Dave's a rugby player, ex-rugby player, 7 concussions, 8 concussions, whatever. He says, I hate volleyball. Did you play on the men's or women's team? That was really good. Yeah, I played on the men's team, and I was an outside hitter. Fun fact, I'm 5'6" at the time, could dunk a basketball, and was an outside hitter. Yeah, not much room for that in the sport of volleyball at the collegiate or professional level. I should have been a setter. And I said I'm pretty much out of jokes. I can't say anything bad about tall, good-looking guys with cool accents. Dave is South African. He's 6'2", good-looking guy. I really got nothing to say. I'm a short, bald, white guy with no cool accent. Anyway, he said, great comeback. He said, you're more than that, Keith. I call you my friend and mentor to Joey. And I said, I love you guys. And he said, you complete me. So anyway, back to the debate. Yeah, I pretty much own him in dinking. As you can see on the film, I beat him pretty handily when it comes to dinking. It's one of my specialties of my game. I live in the kitchen. I have 5 kids. And I don't get much time in the kitchen at my house because there's no food in there. So I spend a lot of time in the kitchen when I play pickleball. Anyway, so enough about me and the banter. Let's get back to the game. Let me get you a score here.
Sorry, guys.
Dylan's always smiling. I love that guy for that. He is constantly smiling. And you'll see when he gets in dink battles, he takes a lot of control of the net. He takes a lot of balls out of the air, but because he does that, he doesn't put a lot of pressure on the other opponent. So when you take balls out of the air, do something with them. Don't just give them a dead dink. Make sure you put pressure on them and move them around. Good little dink battle here. Dylan wants that one back. Dave put that one up where I could get to it. I have a pretty good smash game, and I ended that point pretty quickly. It's a really short return. Dylan took full advantage of Mark. Mark couldn't stop to stay out of the kitchen. Dylan popped him with it and got a setup. You don't have to put every shot away. A setup shot will work just fine. Put it on their hips, get them to pop it up so you can bury it.
1-2-1.
1-2-1 the score is. Dave has a very good deep return, and then I took advantage of that. I got lucky. I snuck up on him, and I dug the ball out of the air, and I caught him off guard, but I got very lucky there. You're supposed to stop your feet before the people hit so you can stabilize and hit the next shot. Good dink battle. So you see how Dylan's popping that up a bit? But because of his reach, he can really, really put a lot of pressure on you if you put it within his reach, which he can almost touch the dang net from the kitchen line. It's super ridiculous.
Yeah, that was wide. Bunch of cheaters.
We called that wide. A little bit of late call there, but we both agreed, and we don't cheat. That's the Badgers' job. I popped that one up. I got lucky. Dave wants that one back.
4-2-2.
4-2-2. I always like to serve with a little bit of cut spin on it to put pressure on the backhand when possible. You know, always do something with your serves. Don't just serve it flat. Hit one top spin, one cut spin, inside, outside. You want to move them around. You're not really going to win points on that, but you're just going to put pressure on them. You see I'm really getting fatigued here. I've been 2.5 weeks laid off with Corona, and I am super gassed at this point. I think this is my last game of the day. I just couldn't handle these guys. That was a horrible lob. Yeah, I hit that so short. And Mark didn't even jump. That's how bad a lob. If you're going to lob, folks, lob deep and lob high. Make them take a step back and give yourself time to set up. I did neither of those. And you see that long arm of the law. So one of the things I like to do is give the forehand person, especially when they got a long reach, stand about a foot back from the line so they can move in front of you. If you watch that move by Dylan, he was able to step in front of me and take that ball out of the air and put it away. He was definitely able to use his leg there. Dave once again got hurt on the backhand dink. He put it up too high, and Dylan was able to take it out and put it down the middle. Down the middle is a great shot in doubles, always making the partners fight over it, who's going to take the shot. Good little fast hands battle there. Dylan was able to come up with that one. That's why we call Dave the Badger, well, self-proclaimed Badger. He's got super fast hands at the net. He likes to play it fast, and that's why I never do that. So one of the things when you play pickleball is you want to take away the strengths of your opponents. I play these guys all the time. The other two guys on the net, I don't start any fast shots with them because they're both super quick, and they practice that all the time. So to control the shots, I slow the ball down, and I miss that easy put back there. I block the ball, dead hands, and I take away all the speed from them because starting it fast actually plays into their game, and I want to play away from their strengths. So I stay away from that. I try to dictate the pace of play, and my pace of play is slow and easy, slow third shots, dink games. That's my strength. You always want to move back into the court and then stop and stabilize before they hit. Once again, I missed another easy block. That Dylan didn't get the best shot, but I should be able to protect my partner on that and block that back over the net. That was an easy miss on my part. Nice. I put some pressure on Dave there. He was backing up. He was on his heels, and he left the line open for me. So I was able to put it to his outside and make him stretch for it. It's a risky shot. It's always better to go to the middle, but he likes to clog the middle. So once again, playing to my strengths and also playing to the gaps that he gives because I know his game so well.
But mine like bounce up. Yours like dribble over.
And Mark just likes to use the net. Mark used the net. Like, this day he had like 8 net shots, 9 net shots, and they would just dribble over. It was great when he was on my team, but playing against him, I didn't like it so much.
What are you doing, crawling up to the net?
Yep, and see, I was very slow getting to the net.
Stop. That's what you got to do.
Yep, don't stop. That's what I'm saying. Don't stop. Get up to the net or stabilize and go up on the next shot.
Me. 6-3-2.
6-3-2.
No. 6-3-1.
We got really confused here. You know, it's so funny that it's so hard to keep score in this game. Whose serve is it? What's the score? We get lost all the time. You'd think that we just don't even know what we're doing.
Oh, wait. No, he did. He did.
We finally figured it out.
Yeah, that's right.
Much as I hate to say it, it's stage serve.
I couldn't hear you with your accent. Can you just replace exactly wherever you're from?
Dylan made fun of his accent there. He said, I couldn't understand you with your accent. We love talking trash. That's just a part of the game. It makes it fun. If you're not having fun, folks, then you're missing the point of pickleball. Sometimes people take it way too serious, and I got in that habit for a while, just way too serious. You know, enjoy the game. Otherwise, you're missing the point of being on a court, hitting a ball around, and playing a sport. Smash game, baby.
Here we go. 6, 4, 1.
6-4-1. Dave wants that one back. That's an easy putback. Dave hurt his back, so he was not moving as well as he typically moves. He's slow, but not usually that slow.
7-3-1.
7-3-1, man. We're putting a whooping on them, but there's a lot of time left. They get a few more points and put some pressure on us. Tried to set up an Ernie there. Couldn't complete it.
Sir.
Dylan puts it away. So when you're dinking straight on the left side, on the forehand side, so you dink deep to the forehand side to put pressure on them. That makes them put their heads down, and you can dink deep to the forehand, especially when they give you that line, and that's a best way to set up an Ernie because they don't see you coming.
8-3-1.
8-3-1.
That's 2% over the fence.
Yep, I hit that one right over the fence. Dylan didn't get a decent shot in there, and Dave has a pretty good smash game himself. He put the ball away. I was able to get a paddle on it, but nothing clean to be able to put it back in place.
That's what happens when you don't commit to a lob. I just wanted you to know.
Yeah, Dylan didn't commit to the lob there. He kind of half lobbed it, like I did Mark earlier. Looks like we shouldn't be lobbing because we're not really good at it.
8-3-2. 8-3-2.
Ooh, Dylan missed that putback.
That was beautiful. That was a good post. Commit to it.
That's the first ball I hit over the fence that Joey just went and got for us. See how that's what I was saying earlier, is that Dylan is, you know, he's got a tremendous amount of reach, but you got to put pressure on the opponent, and I got to be able to put that back. So that's still my miss, but my partner needs to put pressure on them and not just give them dead dinks. And it just happens. Like, we all, you know, this is rec play. He's not in tournament mode. He's a fantastic tournament player, and you know, they beat some pros. Him and Patricio in the Clear One Open. That was not too many weeks ago. So he's a fantastic player, and this is rec play. We all just kind of lose our minds sometime and not focus, but always think of something when you're dinking. You know, move them around. Don't hit in the same place all the time. Put pressure on them. So once again, I love letting Dylan reach across, so I'll always step a little bit back on the line when I'm in dinking position, because he loves to come over there with that forehand, and he's got such great reach. Let the forehand play, guys. Don't hog the ball when you're on the backhand side there. You know, take a little bit of a step back, give them room to move. And I'm very, very careful not to touch paddles. I've had COVID the last 2.5 weeks, so if you think I'm being rude, I'm not. I'm just not touching paddles. I'm not slapping high fives. I'm being very, very cautious because I don't want to get my buddies sick here. And I'm clean from COVID. Let me just specify that. I've done my 14 days of quarantine. So I'm not being irresponsible and being out with active COVID contagions. Oh! Oh, I set up an Ernie, and I think I missed it, folks. We're going to have to go back and look at that one in slow motion. There's a long debate going here. Let me get this in slow motion for you guys. I need input from the crowd. So I set this up beautifully by having Dave deep to his forehand. His head was down, but you can see I missed it with my right foot anyway. But the question is, did I hit the ball before it crossed over the net? I think I got it cleanly, but I really need your input on that. If I hit the ball on my side of the net, that's clean. But the question is, if my body is already across the net, but my paddle is behind it, and I still hit the ball, but it was on my side of the net, or if I contacted the ball while it was over the net and not cleanly on my side, that's the dispute that we have going on right here. I thought I was past the net, but my hand was on my side, and I hit the ball on my side, and I slowed it down for you guys. Would love your input on it. All right, Exhibit A, let me just point out the shadow of the ball on the ground. Debate is over. I hit the ball on my side of the net. Had my foot not been in the kitchen, this would have been a clean shot. Debate would have been over right there. Thank you for watching. You can still give me your comments. All right, I think eventually we were going to get back to the game here. I think I gave this to them. I did not argue it too much more. I didn't even think about my right foot being in the kitchen, so it was a moot point. We shouldn't have been arguing it, but hey, I really want to know the rule because I've done this before. They've called me on it before, but I really think the ball was on my side of the net. You make the call. We'll go with the judges on this one. 9-4-2 it is. Let's get back to the game here. Getting Mark into a dink battle here, moving him around. Got a good lob in there, finally. Dylan takes it home, and I make Dave work for it, and we take it home.
We need your help on that last one, YouTube. Need a vote on that Ernie.
Dave moved pretty quick there. It looked like somebody took his dinner or something. Yep, see, I wanted a vote. I'm going to get it my vote. All right, guys, 10-4. It's a 2. Just prolonging the pain here. Little ball on the court. But I tell you guys, I love playing with these guys. They're a lot of fun. Great players, great sports, and just about anything. And they come up with some funny rips. Dylan got lucky there. Long arms bailed him out of that one. And then I put it away with a little deceptive shot between the legs. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe. Love you guys. You guys are why we do this and how you're making the Pickleball Pirate successful. See you later.